Dragon Ball FighterZ is back. That is right, my friends. We are so back. And I've been seeing people saying, oh, it's just one character. We're not back or anything. Dog. They just dropped a massive patch last night that basically makes Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, okay? And we're getting a new character. We're pretty much back, honestly. So I want to say a massive shout-outs to Evo, France. Something that I just didn't even expect them to drop something this big for a Dragon Ball game, right? So as you guys are aware, Super Saiyan 4 DAIMA Goku, he's officially coming next spring, which I think when I first saw this, I was like, that's like, I was not expecting it to be that soon, okay? Only because I thought we were going to get a reveal at Battle Hour, which is going to be at, in spring. That's going to be, I believe, next year in April, late April. And not only that, I wasn't expecting it to be DAIMA Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If they were going to bring fighters back, I thought it was going to be Beast Gohan. That would be like the first choice, right? But that's why it leads me to believe that this is not the only character we're going to get. I could absolutely be wrong. This could just be like a one-time thing, or maybe this is just the only character that we get this year. I don't know. We don't know yet. But I'm pretty confident, okay? I think I can say with the history of how these games are, another season pass, maybe not as many characters as we usually get, which is usually like 5 to 6 characters. But they could do like at least maybe 3 to 4 characters, being Super Saiyan 4 DAIMA Goku, Super Saiyan 3 DAIMA Vegeta, obviously Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll see the Gammas or Omega Shenron. Like, there's still a lot of characters that this game doesn't have, and they have at least, 4 years to catch up on, right? So I'm really excited, okay? I like fighters a lot. I actually love this game. I'm not good at it. I suck at it. But the game is awesome, okay? You saw my tier list I did recently. I put it as like one of the top Z-ranked games of all time for Dragon Ball. So the fact that it is back and they're making more characters is just honestly something I didn't expect. Mainly because there was some weird thing going on. I don't know if there was just like a bad relationship between Bandai and Arc System Works. And I can't tell you if this is still Arc System Works that is mainly working on this. I would assume that, obviously there still has to be some people from the team working on it. But is it just mainly Bandai's team that is going to be kind of, doing this stuff like they did whenever they did the next gen upgrade, okay? That's why the next gen upgrade had some weird stuff. The rollback was weird on it. Like, there were a lot of weird things from our last major update, right? But I digress. We're excited, okay? For the most part, I think I've only seen positivity surrounding this game and it being announced. So, it having more content coming is a big deal. And like I said, I would have to say, I think we're going to get more than this, right? Well, we'll talk about that in a different video whenever I break down pretty much all the possibilities of characters that we could possibly get. So let's go over the new patch, okay? There was a huge patch. I am not going to go over every single little detail. I'll go over the basic stuff, right? But every single character in this game got updates. They got changes, right? So this is version 1.40 balance update. And just to give you guys the spark notes, the cliff notes, like, you can do whatever the fuck you want now. Like, you can combo into supers, into ultimates, into combos, into supers, into, like, everything connects, like, just flawlessly. From what I've seen, I have a lot of different clips that I want to go over. We'll, watch them and just kind of react to them because some of them are hilarious. Some of them just make this game look impossible to play for somebody like me or like, the average Joe Schmo who just comes in here and is, trying to get into Dragon Ball FighterZ. Oh, Dragon Ball, and it's a fighting game. It's a 2D fighting game. That's like, a match made in heaven. And then you go on and you try to get a grasp of it and you get your ass beat in the first 2 seconds, man. So we got character adjustments, new mechanics, perfect Z reflex now trigger screen blackouts and extend advantage time. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about in here. So let me just show you guys how big this is. It just keeps going and going. Okay, we just got to the halfway point. And going and going and going and going and going. Oh my god, dude. Literally every single character got notes, got changes, okay? So if you want to read all this for yourself to see all the details, you absolutely can. I think for those of you that are, in a sense, veterans of this game, who've been playing the game for a long time, just go into the game, try out your favorite characters, and, you know, do stuff, right? Do shit and see if it works. If there are things that you've always wanted to do and wanted to try and it never worked in the past, I'm pretty confident that you can do it now. So the basic overall changes that I'm going to read are just system mechanics. Key charge, able to cancel out faster now. Like, that kind of stuff, like being able to cancel out of stuff at a higher, you know, speed is, that just, again, you're going to be able to just do everything and anything you kind of want to, right? For the most part. Key charge is also sped up timing at which Dragon Rush and Super Dash can be performed. For Dragon Rush, now deflects Key Blast during movement if unleashed after a key charge. Z-Reflect, blocking the opponent's physical attacks with the right timing will now trigger a special screen freeze, except for Videl. So rip Videl. If the above screen freeze is triggered, Vanish can be performed. So again, some of the clips will kind of reflect this, no pun intended. You'll see exactly how it looks, right? They showed a little gameplay thing in the like trailer from yesterday, and you know, people pointed out a lot of crazy shit, right? So with Vanish, the move is now invincible on startup when performed from a Z-Reflect. Sparking Blast, reduce block stun. High Jump, increase a controllable distance moved midair during Sparking Blast, except for Master Roshi. So rip Master Roshi. Z-Assist, A-Type, B-Type, reduced cooldown time needed before next usage. Z-Change, reduce cooldown time needed before next usage. Guard, cancel change, can now act mid-air if guarded against from a high position. Limit breaking power, the key gauge now fills over time when active. Boot camp mode, added items to Caulifla. I think that should be it, because then we just get into the actual characters, right? Yeah. So you can just see from Goku, just normal Super Saiyan Goku, his shit's crazy, okay? Now, one character I did want to go over is Ultra Instinct, because a lot of the clips that I have are from Ultra Instinct Goku, and they get ridiculous. So let me just kind of look at, I think he has some of the most changes, dog. This is ridiculous. Yeah, this is lore accurate Ultra Instinct Goku here, okay? So before we get into the clips, look at this. Would you look at this, okay? They posted a special login bonus to celebrate the Dragon Ball FighterZ Balanced update and new character reveal. From now until November 9th, log into the game to receive up to 14 lobby characters as gifts. Don't miss the opportunity to claim your rewards. Now, this is quite nice, right? You know, it's not a big thing. It's not like you're getting a brand new character or new map or like customization, but these are lobby avatars. You know, these are things that people will actually utilize whenever you get into the game for the first time. You have to have a character move around. This is your, you know, select screen. This is your main menu. You just use the little characters to find what you're going to, you know, do. Now, it's interesting because there is a Dragon Ball game that had an anniversary yesterday that got absolutely nothing. But for a balance update and a new character reveal, not even an anniversary, just celebrating, hey, you know, we got a new update that just dropped. They giving us free shit. Little things, nothing big, but it's nice, right? You're thinking about your fan base, right? Interesting. Now, of course, I'm not trying to, you know, hate on Sparking Zero. Everybody's like, oh, if you say anything bad about Sparking Zero, you're a piece of shit or some shit like that. And it's all like, no, that's not what this is. It's just, you know, it's kind of something I was thinking of. When I saw this, I was like, dog, why couldn't Sparking Zero get something little like this? Like, it could have been a little thing. Again, it's the thought, right? The thought that counts, where it's like, hey, we're thinking about you guys, the fans, for our anniversary, for you playing this game for a whole year, you know, dealing with all the issues that the game had, right? We'll give you a little bit of something for the anniversary, right? But, of course, they didn't. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not losing sleep over it, but I just find that kind of funny. All right, let's get into the actual gameplay because it's really cool. And again, I love Sparking Zero. Believe me, I love this game to death, okay? If I wasn't making almost near weekly videos on Sparking Zero, then, you know, you would know that I don't like the game, right? No, I obviously like it. So, shout out to Waffle Time Cat. All these clips are from a lot of different people on Twitter here. We're going to watch this clip. This is lore accurate Ultra Instinct Goku. When I saw this shit, dog, I was like, you got to be kidding me. The way he just traverses across the entire screen, bro. Look at this. Are you kidding me with this shit? Blast him with the soaring fist. Like, we gotta play that in slow motion. This is scary. This is terrifying. Imagine you playing this game and you get blasted and you're like, okay, I can at least recover. Oh, no, bitch, I'm right behind you. Like, what? Insanity. Another one from Waffle Time Cat. Infinite dodges. Dude, this is like, these are like modded things, like memes that you see where people are just like fucking around with like the game or like making like animations that you can't normally do in the game. Now you can actually do this shit. Like, imagine getting your ass beat this hard, and before you could even drop to the ground and get up,
that would be like,
before you could even get up, this motherfucker did like 7 dodges on your ass. For what? For what? just for aura. Just for aura farming purposes. Right here, literally. Shout outs to Della here. Brother, this is aura supreme. Let me see this shit. Punch him right in the nuts. Go right behind him. Throw some Dragon Ball Super intro blasts. Oh my god. Dude, he's not done. He's not done with the combo. Oh my god, he pulled out all other dimensions of Goku just to fuck around and find out. And added an echo on that shit too, dog. Disgusting. Disgusting. This guy was cooking. This guy was cooking. Alright, shoutouts to Tundras here. I present to you UI Goku if he locked the fuck in. Let's see this shit. It's so badass, man. It's so cool, dude. 3 times! 3 times! 4 times! Is he gonna do it again? Come on, do a 5th time. Oh, okay. We just dodge right behind you, bro. Ultra Instinct Goku is the most aura farming based character that you can use. Like this, he's the literal definition of disrespect in a fighting game. Like, they made this character and they said, you know what, he's not disrespectful enough, bro. We got to make this shit like set in stone. Put this in the history books, Guinness Book of World Records here. Ultra Instinct Goku will fuck your shit, dude. Disgusting. That's a shout out to my boy Ryan. We have some hit stuff here. Hit. All right, Hit doing hit things. This man will be a demon. All right, they made Xenoverse 2 version of Hit, the most broken top tier character in the game.
You can fight with it? Oh, that's sick!
I'm telling you, you just like every move, everything that exists at your disposal in your arsenal as a character, you can just connect everything and have it flow so well.
Oh, that's sick!
It's crazy, man. Shoutouts to Omari here. Bro does not need this. All right, so this is Jiren, okay? Shoutouts to Dotto. If you guys already know. If you already know, you already know. Look at this shit. So you just get right in front of him point blank, dude. Oh, and he said, yeah, let me give you one of these, bitch. That's crazy. The way that you can just snap to the opponent like that. Right there. Oh my god, bro. Disgusting. All right, last one here. Shoutouts to Xeno. Forgot FighterZ just lets me do things, man. This is so fun. Don't think this uses anything in the new patch. Can't tell, though, because I haven't played in years. Let's check this out anyways, because, again, I don't know how any of this shit works. I don't know how to do any of this, but it's fascinating. Dragon Ball FighterZ is the Dragon Ball game that is literally the most fun to watch, right? Like, it's fun to play, too, if you know what you're doing. Oh, my God. What the fuck, dude? What is that? What is that? You ain't doing this shit. There's no way you doing this shit to somebody in an actual match. If you're pulling this off, they're quitting. They're quitting the game. Let him breathe! Let that motherfucker breathe, bro. Come on. Look, even they're laughing about it because it's hysterical. Like this game is hilarious now. It's too good, man. It's too good. Again, I don't know if Arc System is actually behind everything with this. I'm just making the assumption that it is, okay? And that would be good because before they weren't behind the like next gen shit, right? It was mainly like Bandai's team doing it or whatever, which is crazy. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's looking good for the future of not only just Dragon Ball FighterZ, but just Dragon Ball in general going into 2026. This is a big game. It is the top selling Dragon Ball game right next to Xenoverse 2, right? And who knows, maybe this is sold even, it's definitely gonna sell more copies now that, you know, this huge major character is coming. So it's just good to see a lot of, you know, hype around this game again, right? I miss this game so much, and I'm so glad that we are back, right? We definitely are back, at least for the year of 2026, and hopefully beyond that. I don't know how much longer they're going to be supporting this game, but I could have told you, you know, years ago that, you know, there's no way that they were going to be done with it unless that relationship was just 100% severed between them, and then obviously they would be done. But again, I just wasn't expecting them to just jump straight into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think that is pretty crazy. But that just makes me think, hey, Beast Gohan is likely, you know, going to come as well, because it's just like, how are you going to add him and not the other major, like, you're basically, you know, it's his son, right? It's your son, Gohan. In his biggest major form, like, Beast Gohan generates so much hype now, you know, right alongside Ultra Instinct Goku, you know, Ultra Ego Vegeta and all. Like, they're all up there. Same with Orange Piccolo. Like, they're all up there with, like, major hype stuff, right? So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this patch, if you're excited for FighterZ next year and everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.